I'm here with Sergio Magaña, and he is an incredible healer, teacher, wisdom keeper from the Nahual tradition, the ancient Mexico, like pre-Mexican tradition, right? I've been going through his year-long healing training.
Yeah.
And I just got a crazy flint extraction and am half here. So this will be fun to give that transmission while we're doing this.
It's nice to do it after the healing. So
yeah,
in an altered state, kind of.
Yes. So what I wanted to talk to you, there's so many different things that you teach about and you're like truly an expert on. So many people are interested in astral travel and of course lucid dreaming. Those are just like especially millennials, I think, because they're more able to do it. I've noticed. But I want to know the distinction between astral travel and lucid dreaming, and then actually the purpose behind astral travel. Because when I see people talking about it, or it's like, yay, I get to just fly around out of my body, but like, how can we actually utilize these tools?
Okay, lucid dreaming, officially, how it's defined is to be aware that you're dreaming when you're dreaming.
Right.
So when you're having a lucid dream, it's for sure that you are inside of your mind. That's, for example, in lucid dreams. For example, if this would be a dream, I can say purple, and then the carpet should become purple or something like that. Right. Then, in astral travel or out of the body experience, we have 4 energetic bodies. One is the tonal, that is our mind. The other is the Nahual, the energetic body that we use. The other is our soul, the Jolia. And then we have the life force.
Right.
So when you have an out of the body experience, the 3 of this body, except the life force, exit from your body. So, and then the physical body with the life force stay. And you can see your body from the outside.
Right.
What is the main purpose of that? Is not flying and that. Okay, that is one, because there are many exits. If you exit from here, you can hang out. If you exit, but the main thing for that, because eventually, when you die, you will have an out-of-the-body experience, is to learn how to exit from different ones. This is to go to the underworlds, that there you can go and rescue parts of your...
Exiting through the navel.
Yeah, through the navel that are traumatized, and bring them back. To go from here, you can go to the heavens, and then when you go to the heavens, it looks like a dream, because these are like etheric realms. But the difference between a dream and an out-of-the-body experience is in an out-of-the-body experience, you won't be able to change anything. For example, if I say purple here, it will stay like it is. Yeah. If I am looking at the gods or whatever there, and I try to make Quetzalcoatl purple, it won't happen. In my dream, yes, I am able.
Right.
So the main difference is between my mind and outside my mind.
Yes.
Interacting with the collective, with other realms and everything, and I think both of them should be done with purpose, like with a purpose, because it's not an experience only. Right.
It's not just play. Like,
no.
You gotta be intentional about it. It's a very masterful tool to use. What would be a good beginner's approach for lucid dreaming, and then also for astral travel?
Oh. That's no. Okay, for dreaming, okay, the first thing is like dream recall.
Yes.
Dream recall, like because some people lucid dream very easily, and for some people took us a certain time. For me, it wasn't easy at the beginning.
Yeah.
So like when we're falling asleep, we cross through a state that is called hypnagogic, in which we can start like repeating things like, today I remember my dreams, today I lucid dream, today I remember my dreams, today I lucid dream. And when you wake up, before moving and that, try to see what you were dreaming and what happened before, and to begin having these remembers of the dreams, and that it goes like in backwards. Yeah. And then try to write them. I am not saying like dream diaries forever. I just give like the advice to people to make it, if you really want to begin dreaming professionally, if we can say that, not like an just a hobby, like for 20 days, and you will see that certain types of dreams repeat in you.
I've noticed that. Yes.
And that is your hook to enter into lucidity, because, for example, if you always dream with your grandmother that is dead, or with a certain artist or whatever, that will keep repeating. So you can begin saying, today, if I dream with, if I see the dead grandmother, I enter in lucidity.
Right.
Today, if I see the dead grandmother, I enter in lucidity, and like that, pam, 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 and eventually your mind will start looking like, do, 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 do.
Yes.
And then, oh, dead grandmother, I'm lucid.
Yes.
Sometimes the first times you get so excited that you wake up, and then small advice, because I cannot teach like an entire program now, but if you begin getting lucid, one of the best things is make things that are impossible in the waking state, like flying, like going in water and breathing, like crossing walls, like growing or whatever. Why? Because that begins making your brain much more, creating neuroplasticity to be able to move the reality that is not so solid.
Yeah.
So those are like advices of what you could be doing once you're lucid, because a lot of people are, yeah, I'm lucid, just
what do I do now?
Yeah, what do I do now? No, but begin doing things that consciously, that this is impossible in my waking state, so I will grow, or I will cross the walls, or I will enter and become a star and whatever, and that is making your brain able to make miracles in this reality.
Nice. If anyone wants to, I mean, he has an amazing book on the lucid dreaming called The Toltec Secret, and there's lots of exercises. I mean, your books are just stock full of exercises that like you can really utilize.
I am a practice man. You have
oh my gosh. So it's great.
Not a lot of theory.
Yeah, it's great. So, but within that, it fascinated me, and it made a lot of sense. The breaking down of the identity connected to your own like body and physicality and your own story, like breaking those, creating the pathway to lucidity, and that like really fascinated me. And he has great exercises in working with like the mirror and masks and different things that are really trippy and powerful. So go check those out.
Really trippy, I like that one.
It's trippy stuff. It's like, it's amazing how, it's very powerful. And then any tips for the astral travel entry?
The astral travel, for some people, it's so easy. For example, for me, the first ones were traumatic. One was like a car accident that I saw, like the wall in which we were going to crash, and suddenly I saw from above how the crash happened and that. But you cannot plan that.
Right.
So there are certain techniques. For example, one way is from a lucid dream, very easy to enter like in an astral travel. Yeah. So once that you are lucid in any of the techniques that I gave, you just can say like, this door is the portal to an astral travel, and you cross it, boom, and suddenly you exit. Or there are others that, for example, you go to a cliff and then you jump, and then you begin like going faster, and when you crash, normally part of your energy exits and like that.
So you can kick yourself out of kind of your body. Okay.
So those things about accidents and that love for because actually the body doesn't like to be in accidents and these things. That's why many times people in traumatic experiences, they have astral travels. So if you program one of that, like in a dream that is not really happening, your brain is not going to identify that is a fiction. Right. So if you're going to have a huge crash or something, you have probabilities to exit because your energy doesn't like to be there. Nice. When it happens.
Okay, I like that. And what about if you're not lucid? What's a good... Lucidity is the best way?
Okay. For astral travels, yes.
Okay. And those are very helpful. Thank you.
Welcome.
And another question, which you don't have to answer, but I'm curious personally, is I know that you talk about being supported and assisted by different celestial bodies, say like Orion or Pleiades, and like working with these different like planetary energies or consciousness. Do you believe in like life beyond Earth and like extraterrestrial consciousness and like that they're actually beings like working with us? Or do you just work in like the planetary body realm?
I believe in extraterrestrial but then it's not with the forces that I work. I work with the cycles because the Toltec was with the precision of the cosmos. So I work with the cycles of stars and how many years in a geocentric way, and numbers and cycles. I don't work with beings. Right. But I believe in them.
Yeah. Have you had any experiences?
I have seen UFOs and all these things, but actually I work in a different way. I work with the mathematics because, like I said yesterday, the only thing that remains, it's not a matter of me, of you, or nothing. Yeah. Is the movement. Right. Because actually now we are moving in the time with this interview and the energy remaining, so it doesn't matter if there is a being or not. Right. So with the things that I really work are with the movement of the cosmos, because that leaves the imprint, the energy. The energy. Because actually, what like we said, the sun that is now there is not exactly the sun. Is the sun certain time ago? Yeah. So is the energy of the sun traveling to us, the movement of the sun. Right. So it doesn't matter. So what we are using of the energy of the sun is his movement. Yes. So for everything what I work, that's why everything is precise in mathematics, and that is with the movement. Yes. It doesn't matter if it has beings or not. Right. And in utilizing that, you had said yesterday, in working with, say, the certain mathematics of it, so saying like 52. Yeah, 52, because the position of Orion, for example, Orion, only 52 years is perfectly aligned like a vertical line, the Orion belt. Yeah, yeah. And Pleiades too, right? You said? Yeah, they are the same position. Yeah. It only repeats every 52 years. Right. So we are codified like with the 52, that for a new fire or a new dream. So everything is about cosmic cycles. And then working with those particular numbers then calls in that energy of the movement. Of the movement of that. Of the big cosmos, because we are a small cosmos included in that big cosmos. Right. That's awesome. What are a few of the other numbers that people can work with? Because I know that my audience loves those cosmic connections, but so because you 28 said, is the cycle of the moon. That's right. That is very obvious. 60 is the number of Saturn, because in Saturn has a bigger orbit than ours around the sun, but we pass in our 365 days around the sun. We have like an alignment with the semi-alignment, not precise, with Saturn that is going here, that lasts 60 days, and then we stop being in the energy of Saturn. And for example, Jupiter is 44 because like his orbit is smaller, so we cross like 44 days that start in July, and that are the famous dog days of summer, right? And like that. So everything has like mathematics of the movement. Yeah, and working with them, and I it was helpful to hear even like the 60 being connected with Saturn, and then that locks us in to like this 60 seconds, 60 minutes to then all of a sudden we're in that consciousness movement wave. Right. Yeah, within and, and time was created like that, right? Through cosmic movements. That's why the 52 is 52 weeks of 7 days, because the Pleiades, they move in a distance of 7 days to Orion. Right. So we live in that order. So, but no one says it. Right. Because no one wonders. I don't know why we were, because I wasn't curious before being in all these things. Why were the seconds, the minutes of 60 seconds and the hours of 60 minutes and nothing like that, and why 24 and nothing? I wasn't curious. Yeah. Then when I entered in the tradition and saw that everything was cosmic movements, I said, okay. Yeah. It's just like a diagram of the cosmos.
Yeah.
that we call time.
I think it's connected to this whole external kind of being in someone else's story, that we don't kind of back up and see the macrocosm of the greater play out happening. But I think that that's helpful. Like, even for me, having a greater context of like where we're going and like what I can tune into, like, really helps me personally integrate into those things.
Yeah, and to feel part.
Yeah, I'm a part of that movement, right?
Yeah. We're part.
Yes. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
really
you to
appreciate
you.
everything that you've
Such a
done
pleasure.
and experiencing everything, all your magic. How can people find you? What do you have coming up?
And you can find me in sergiomagana.com, and also in Sergio Magaña. I am Facebook, and where I'm coming out next year, I will have a dreaming program again of Nahualism here in Berkeley, and also a healing school, the one that you are doing. That I think is great. Not because I'm teaching it, but I think
No, it is. It's pretty rare.
and this one has gone beyond the other ones that I had done, with a lot of testimonials of everyone. And
Definitely.
Yeah.
Curing cancer and just those little things.
Yes, those
powerful.
details.
Yes.
Those details.
Yeah.
And it will be New York.
Yes.
And then you can see, because I teach in England, in Mexico, in many places.
All over the place. Well, thank you so much for all
Thank you for you. And it was lovely to do this. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.